Alright, what is going on, guys? Fevels back again, coming at you with this showcase on a Max Transcended T20 Resurrected Thick Thighs Saves Lives Nemu. Now, does she have them thick thighs? Yes, she does have them yummy thick thighs. You know, I still can't believe that they gave her, like, thighs this thick, and then they always end up dropping the ball here, bro. Like, I'll never understand how they just drop the ball so hard. And it's like this for like everyone too, right? Like let's sure, yeah. Look at these wontons, bro. You got the thick thigh fat and everything, bro. And then you see the character and like she got like the fakest tits in the world, and you got a flatter ass than Donald Trump, bro. Alright, so yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Going into her skills, we do have the damage to enemies not afflicted by a status ailment plus 16%, so that's pretty good. I do actually like this quite a bit, but I find it a little odd that it's not a bit higher, considering that a lot of characters are starting to get damage to, well, maybe not a lot, but a lot of these characters nowadays are getting damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment plus 100%. I was kind of hoping that this could be like a 20% or maybe even 25%. Maybe I'm being a little, how do I put it? Maybe it's being a little too much, but considering that, I feel like a lot of characters that don't have any status ailments tend to fall behind in a lot of categories in this day and age. Like, for example, I was actually thinking about waiting for this character to do a showcase on Co-op IT, but she has no status ailments, she doesn't have Pierce Iron Skin, and instead of getting plus 100% damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment, she has 16%, which is not bad. I think it's actually pretty good. It's just, you know, could have been a bit higher, in my opinion, without it being broken. Because I really do feel like any other character that's broken in this meta, no matter what, like who it is in the red category, except for maybe Ginjo, probably makes better use of their status element than they would something like damage to not status element afflicted enemies. 16%, especially 16%. That's why I was kind of hoping that it would be a bit higher. Going into the skills, she did get an enhancement to her Berserker plus 10%. So Berserker 20 to 30. She picks up damage inflicted at low stam 40%, and she also picks up the innate skill Last Ditch Survival, which is interesting because she does have the revive mechanic on her special move. Let me go back. This character does have a Bruiser of 20%, Devastation of 40%, Freeze immunity of 100%, Frenzy plus 1, Havoc 20%, Long Reach 20%, and Sprinter plus 2. So this character has some good reach with her NAD. She has a little bit more NAD damage than normal, but I always felt like Long Reach and Bruiser on an SP based character that had a strong attack, recharge, soul trait didn't really make that much use of it. Like I don't remember a single time in the last like 3 years that I really thought to myself, well, it's a good thing I have this NAD string. Like I'm just like I just want to flash step away half the time. So without further ado, let's take her into IZ. I don't know if we have IT available. We might not. I kind of hope we do. Ah, we do. Okay, so we can actually test her out here just to see how she plays. There are these human enemies. I hate these human enemies with a burning passion. I'm going to get the Link Slot Potion units here. Let's do Rarity. This. Let's see, Yumichika as well as Momo. Boom, boom. In terms of the build, we're going to be going the Fortification Pill, Artisanal Tea Set, as well as the Lieutenant's Badge. Then we do have the Chad, Ruka, and Orihime, so some strong attack, recharge, full stam. Oh, do you have a Max Transcended Orihime? I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of jealous. Like, I didn't even have the balls to do that to mine, and I just recently 5-5'd mine. I think it's just a lot of resources, to be honest. Mondai wa. I love her NAD string. She still has one of the cooler NAD strings in the game. Lunge. I love that drop kick that she does. Sprinter plus 2. I'm gonna have to play a bit more safe. She does have the 3K length beam here, which is pretty interesting. Oops. Do we have heals? I don't even know if we have heals, bro. We have a boost. I always hated these enemies. Oh, nice. We fully healed. How are we fully healing? Oh, Yumichika. I love Yumichika, bro. I don't think he has a great kit, He used to be pretty fun to play, but I feel like he's kind of fallen off quite a lot. Like, ever since they came out with Tensa, I've been kind of, like, let down by the Yumichika. Soul Slicer? Masenko Beans? She have a Faha? Interesting. She feels good to play. I'll say this though, I feel like it's a lot easy. It's really easy to take damage from these human enemies, especially if you have a lunge strong attack. I've been very, I feel like I've been very vocal about my lack of, excuse me, I've been very vocal about my dislike of the lunge strong attack. Unless it's something like 7th Anniversary Uryu's or Speed Retsu's 870 lunge for like the second strong attack. This lunge, I feel, leaves way too much to be desired. Simply because the range is nowhere near as good. Like, do I really want this as a first strong attack instead of this as a first strong attack? Like the 3K length beam? I mean, it is what it is. I do like the Shotgun Blast strong attack as well. I really do like that Nasrin. Alright, I'm gonna test out let's test out the damage before we actually get too far in. 31k. 31k times 1.6, 1.6, 16k times 3, 48,000. I did my math right. Yeah, I did my math right. So 48,000 with killer, 49, 50,000 with killer if we calculate in the fact that we did 31k instead of the 30k. We're dealing like 31k right there. There was a 31.5 there. So let's assume the 48 point, let's do 49k. Multiply that by 3 is 147,000. Plus another 49. I'm just gonna round it up. Screw it. It's 200k for the first strong attack. It's not bad. For the no status ailment enemies, I really, like I said, I really wish that it was a bit higher. If she was hitting like maybe like 235, obviously she would be better, but like I feel like she'd be more in line with the characters that get released last year. Like where she stands right now, honestly, I think that her power level is around where you would see 5th Anniversary Ichigo, and that's not necessarily a great thing. It's not a bad thing, it's just, you know, like 5th Anniversary Ichigo is like 3 years old at this point. That's crazy. Damn. Yeah, he's 3 years old now. That's nuts. What does he have? Berserker 60% too? Berserker 60%, Frenzy. Yeah, he'd be hitting about this damage. To be honest, he might actually hit harder. let me check something out. 100 times what? 1.16 times 1.86 times 0.2. No, 1.3 for our Berserker. 280, and then it's 100 times 1.86 times 1.6, maybe 1.8. Well, but let's just calculate out the strong attack damage. The accessory in particular. Yeah, like 297. So he's still hitting harder than her, and like she's getting resurrected like 3 years after that Ichigo. This is why I kind of wanted these characters to get resurrected a bit quicker. Caleb kind of at one point like stopped resurrecting characters for like a month or two, which was kind of crazy. Maybe not a month or two, but like instead of coming out with like 2 banners per month, they slowed down to a crawl and they started doing 1 banner a month. And I feel like the problem with that is now you end up like, sure, you give orbs to the community when you do that, and maybe they don't want to give too much of an influx of orbs. But like the problem that you get into is now all these characters, if you don't give them some crazy resurrection, they're not gonna do anything, bro. Like the Toshiro is only great because you got only a great resurrection. I should specify great resurrection because of the SP 50%. 33k. Okay. Bring out the calculator. 33,000 times 1.6 multiplies by 8. So 422k. Yeah, like that's still very low for a max Transcended T20 unit. That's very low. Should hit the whole thing and the ones that spawn. Oh, he dodged it? That's tough. Here's the potion. And last but not least, let's check out the damage. Let's assume that we have weakened defense. Boom. 168,000, 155, 161. We'll say like 163 as like a rough average of the three. Let's multiply this by 1.3 if she had weakened defense. Multiplies by 3 plus 163,000. Let's add in if she had killer. And we got here 1.27 million. That's not a bad strong attack. I mean, excuse me, that's not a bad special move. But that's the problem. It's like, it's just average. And I feel like this character, I don't know if she should have deserved better, but I feel like she could have gotten a bit more stuff and then she would have been just fine. She doesn't have built-in weakened defense. I just looked, I literally just pulled this up because I wanted to see. But you could give her weakened defense. Star Barrier is kind of interesting to me. I'm wondering why he's using it. And she has a hollow killer as well, so at least she has a PvE killer. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the like the Nemu in a nutshell. She's not like, you know, like I don't think she has like the saving grace to make her meta again anywhere near that. But I still think that she's a pretty fun character to have, and I know that she's very favored in terms of the 1,000-year Blood War characters that were released, especially during this time. Like I think that Mayuri kind of was like a oof, but now that he has Havoc, I'm really happy because this banner's. In my opinion, got a very, very good resurrection. But I'm gonna leave it at that. Guys, grind, I'll catch up with you. Stay blessed, like, comment, and subscribe for new. I hope you all enjoyed this video. And I think that the thing that I'm most excited for this character really is more this soul trait. The damage to enemies not afflicted by an ailment plus 16%. I don't think that it's gonna be like crazy, but I can see something like this, like strong attack recharge plus 16% just raw damage to stack along with characters like full stamina damage boost. I can see that being very good. Like the one character that really comes to mind that I can already like, I don't even think that, I'm pretty sure he does weaken. Where are you? But the character that I really like this on is just like this Aizen. Oh yeah, he doesn't have status elements, bro. Yeah, like so characters like this that I personally love to play with. They're not meta, they're not crazy OP or nothing. I'm not saying they are, but I'm saying like the characters that you might want to play with and stuff like that, like those links might come in really clutch for these older characters that got a like higher berserker to compensate for having no status elements. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys grind, I'll catch up and stay blessed. See y'all in the next one. Peace.